I was just walking into the building yesterday night with, like, my family and friends, and I heard a familiar voice. I thought, like, who's that voice? I swear I've heard this voice somewhere. I feel like I've known them for years. I look over, and sure enough, I see the commentator, top 50 player, and veteran of the Smash Bros. Scene, Chillin' Dude. He's been part of the Melee scene, a huge guy in the Melee scene for years and years and years. And sitting next to him also was Nunn, one of the best Captain Falcon players of all time. The guy's just fucking incredible. Blew my mind to see them in the flesh. It's weird because you see them for years and years and years on a screen, and all of a sudden they're right in front of you. Hey, so we are hopping into the first song pick, and whoa, we're doing a 24. Initial P. I think this actually was picked against Terminator earlier in a previous set, and there are some foot switches. Ooh, look at those patterns. This chart does feature some foot switches, some complicated patterns that are sure to trip up 4-panel players. That was, I believe it did come up in a set against Demo, so I'm sure that he's probably kind of frustrated by that, hoping to get revenge on the song. He's actually, he's keeping combo. Trev did drop combo, although Trev does still have a slight lead in the head-to-head. I guess he might just have, so far, better consistency when it comes to hitting these perfects. And there's also the possibility of lifts. Lifts at the end of hold notes. Oh, look at those streams! The middle notes are real nasty. And we did see a drop from Terminator. Still fairly close, though. Oh, yeah, the rolls in this game are actually pretty interesting. So unlike other dance games like ITG, StepMania, where I'm more experienced, instead of having like a certain amount of time that, a certain like a rhythm that you have to maintain on the rolls, they actually ask you to hit the rolls a specific number of times. So I don't know all of the roll mechanics, but it's definitely less exploitable, I would say, than in something like StepMania or ITG. I know that like sometimes people will put rolls into charts for like a very short duration, and you can just get away with hitting it once. It's like, and it's same with like hold notes even. Sometimes there are hold notes where you can just tap them, and they're so short that it just kind of gives you a good judgment on it anyway, or it just gives you the okay. But Kaya Ward looks to circumvent that by requiring a very specific number of presses on each roll.
Hi there. This is Renatalis back. I needed to take a little bit of a break after running the extreme commentary, but now that I'm here, let's check out StepManiax. I've just gotten to play for the first time this weekend.
Yeah, most of us, really.
Yeah, a lot of people. I think this has been really good for its visibility.
Yeah. Looks like this time we've got Dream a Dream, Cheeky Tracks, UK remix from Captain Jack. It's actually originally a DDR song.
Yeah, Captain Jack really got a lot of his popularity. I mean, he was a popular Eurodance producer, but DDR really helped get him on a lot of people's radar.
Yeah, that's for sure. And this is actually a 20, very stark contrast from the previous song, which was a 24. I'm sure that Terminator probably... Was this Terminator's pick?
Yes.
Yeah, looks like, he might be able to whip out his tried and true accuracy.
Careful how you finish that sentence.
Hey, man, all is fair in dance games.
This is really close. Trev's up by about 0.5%.
Yeah, wow. It is a level 20, so we're less likely to see some drops, less likely to see gimmicks that really throw these players off their game. So it's probably just going to have to come down to...
accuracy.
Yeah. Oh my god, and it's still so close. Yeah. I would say like maybe a 100 or 200 point
They're
difference.
Going right back and forth if you watch, because it lights up gold when that player's winning, and you see it's going right back and forth.
I just watched flickering
Oh!
3-point difference. The Terminator has struck, and he is out for blood.
Oh.
Holy shit.
Oh. That is ridiculous.
His moves, they were just possessed by a demon. He felt his chance, his chance for glory slipping away, and he said, "No."
He said,
"I
"Hell
am
no."
not going down. I'm not done yet. I have unfinished business here." Holy moly. Yeah, it does seem like, I believe this machine is staying until Smash and Splash is over.
That is correct.
So hopefully, we're all going to get some good practice after the tournament's over.
Yep, after the tournament's over, which probably be done in the next hour and a half, 2 hours or so.
Yeah.
Machine will be on free play for the rest of the weekend. We'll re-enable all the rest of the songs.
Was that the random? No way. Was that the random?
Was that the random?
Oh my
no
god.
way.
What? Did I just get like a drink of water or something?
Yeah, absolutely.
Yeah.
Oh my god. This is ridiculous. They actually randomed the flight of the Bumblebee. So I'm sure the Terminator is now probably pretty spooked. I've seen this picked a few times. Earlier today I was actually joking about how a top player picked it against, I think it was Demo picked it against someone else.
Demo picked it against Cheesecake
Yeah.
because he knew that Cheesecake's timing is pretty solid, and he's like, you know what? I don't want there to be a chance here.
Yeah, high-level gimmicks, and he's a super experienced player. He's good with these 5-panel patterns, and he's able to really show off his stuff, which is really scary for those of us who haven't practiced 25s.
Yeah.
And normally, in a pick random format, it's like, okay, the player with good 4-panel or whatever, they can pick their 19s or 20s. But this is the random.
Yeah.
So, I mean, Terminator is really going to have to clutch it out. He's going to have to show how much of an immortal, immovable object, a force of nature he is. Later in the song, I know that there are some really scary gimmicks. This is actually, when I had this picked against me, the part where I failed, we'll see center panel mines that are extended, like they're held mines. Mine holds. And what that means is, on the surface level, it's kind of not bad for our Terminator here because it's standard up, down, left, right patterns. But what that really means is
you can't minimize.
You can't step on that center panel. You have to really be on your tiptoes.
Yeah.
Or you can lose a lot of points really fast.
Yeah.
And it's also just generally there's more stuff on the screen. It's kind of like confusing.
It's visually confusing.
Like when I got struck by that, I was just mentally overwhelmed.
All right, here we go.
That's just where I died. Get the head-to-head up. Early on, by the way, we got some brackets. Eighth notes, you really, if you were determined to do so, you could jump these. But these guys are pretty experienced, so I'm expecting them to probably go ahead and bracket all of these.
They're going to minimize as much as they can.
Yeah.
Especially knowing what the rest of the song has in store.
We've already seen a combo drop, actually, from Trev. So that's kind of scary. Oh, these runs, by the way. Super fun. And then we got the stream bit at the end. These are absolutely nuts.
Terminator's got about a 2% lead.
Yeah, he's really showing, making a good showing here. I was scared for him on a 25, but so far he looks to be doing pretty well. Good stuff. Laterals there. Oh yeah, now you got the runs with the mine holds.
Terminator has no idea what to do there.
Unfortunately, yeah.
And he just stepped off.
Down.
Yeah.
Yep, that's where it really, the chart strikes with a vengeance. That'll do it. The Terminator has been defeated. This is where he ends his tournament run. He did run into really strong players, but he made a damn good showing.
Yeah, I don't think Terminator's played much, if any, StepManiax before this weekend. So it's pretty impressive to get that far just on kind of brute forcing your way through with 4-panel
Yeah.
knowledge.